What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Deadeye 2055 back at it again with another one of these YouTube videos, basically trying to explain to everybody why it is that they should become part of the PC Master Race and need to get their weight up. But simply put, I mean, basically out here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna switch it over here just to basically get on topic as to what it is that we're talking about here. No camera, no nothing. Just, I mean, we're getting straight to the point. It's gonna be a very short video. I mean, I'm not gonna take very long and need very much to basically explain my point. You see here the PS5 Pro is in fact $700 and it does not come with a disk drive, and apparently it's not supposed to stand up straight anyway, so it is what it is as far as the stand happens to go. But I mean, so that's neither here nor there. But it's the fact that it does not come with a physical disk drive at all, and you're paying $700 compared to the what I think it was the $500 that you paid for the regular PS5, which is absolutely ridiculous. If you happen to ask me, it was already ridiculous when it is that the scalpers happen to have gotten involved with the PS5. I never got one. I was still on PS4. I was at an impasse when it came to my digital downloads for my PS3. Even the games that I had for PS2 that I bought on PS3 and PS1 games all as well, and then to go even further, like to purchase them on PS4, and then to know that basically they were going to phase all these out, and I was going to have to purchase them again on 5. Whether it is that they happen to have eventually made everything backward compatible or not, realistically, Sony, it's too fucking late for that, and you guys can honestly just kind of like piss off. $700 for a console without a disk drive is insane, and it literally makes no sense. But anyway, back over to what it is that I'm trying to make my point with. This is just Steam. Understand that with PC alone, you happen to have far more responsiveness when it comes to your applications, your console itself, when it is that it does what it does. Now, if you happen to look here, all of my games happen to be categorized, or not, they're it says here uncategorized, and you see I happen to have 150 here. But if you happen to really look at it, it's more than just like new age games that I happen to have here. I have Armored Core 6. This is the newest Armored Core that came out. I pre-ordered this. This game looks absolutely gorgeous. And then Alien vs. Predator. This is in fact one that came out on PS3. This was one of my favorite games that came out. You got to play as the alien, the predator, or the marine. And I wasn't able to play this for a long time. I had this on disc, like sitting. In fact, it might be sitting out in my living room, wait to get turned into a game store for 50 cents here in just a second. But like that's aside from the point. It's the fact that it'd still be available for me to play. And if I actually had enough friends that had this game and was to be interested in playing it, we could all run a dedicated server and we could play this game. It would be no problem. I mean, and then yeah, you see it like it goes BioShock 2. You see, where is it? I've got old school Pac-Man here even. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. I mean, and then I believe 4 and 5 are on there somewhere. Obviously Ghost, it's the Crew 2 was on sale for $1, so I had to grab it. But I mean, you see, and then where did it go? Devil May Cry HD Collection. This was PS2. And then for it to go to Devil May Cry 3, which was what, that was PS2, I think, what, and then 4 and 5 were, I think 4 was on the PS4, and then I think they might have put 5 on the 5. I'm not sure. In fact, it might have been on the tail end of 4 as 5 was coming out, but 5 is absolutely gorgeous of a game. To be able to even play Super Nintendo games and so on. I mean, there's so much that be available here on PC, like whether it be old school, new school. And I mean, and realistically, like that's not even the half of it. Things really happen to go on sale a whole lot when it is that you play PC. All it is that you do is you would go to the store, you'd put it inside of your wish list, up here, and it would sit here and it would just wait for you, right? And when it is that it goes on sale, you'd see it, and that'd be it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense why it is that you would want to fiddle with anything else, having a glitchy console, and then as well having basically all of your digital media that you've paid for phased out, and for it to be a ridiculous price for $700, which literally makes no sense at all whatsoever. It's insane. Get a PC, and then even for I mean, and I'm not even going to go too far into it, but as far as even older games when it comes to DS, in fact, where is it? Hold on a minute, I'm sorry. Mega Man Zero XD Collection, or ZX, excuse me. This is a Game Boy SD game, or I'm sorry, it was an XP. I had it for Game Boy Advanced, and these were sold separately. It was ZX1, ZX2, ZXT, and Z4, and there were four different ones. I even went so far as to grab a Nintendo DS and pay $30 to have it shipped to my house, so I had all four of them like together in a complete cartridge. I purchased this now on Steam, and I have all four of them forever. My console is my PC isn't going to become outdated. I would grab a new graphics card if needed or something crazy, and I mean I can run gorgeous fighting games. PCs are very much so modular, and on top of the fact that you happen to typically you're the group as far as being PC, you get the updates first. There's also mods that happen to be available. It's a PC is actually it's very welcoming if you're willing to have a little bit of patience and to figure things out. And that's another thing. I mean, for those who happen to be familiar with the channel and know my love of Titanfall 2, as soon as it is that I got a PC last year, they fixed the servers. So I jump on here. As a matter of fact, it's been months since I have played some Titanfall 2. I may put on a game of Frontier Defense and just post it just because. But it's the fact that there be so much available. In fact, they just released. I don't know if this is available on console or not. But goodness, I could have emulated Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but instead I have this in effect, and I mean, and as well I happen to have, and that's not even the half of it. So if I finish scrolling up, what it is that I didn't happen to show you guys that I have, above this this uncategorized area, if you happen to have noticed where the bar was at, if you scroll up, there's a VR category, and that's what I happen to have here, and that's also what it is that PC happens to be capable of. And I mean, and if you've seen the last couple of videos on the channel, I am absolutely falling in love when it comes to VR. Payday 2 is absolutely my jam. I have not played this in forever. I have been very busy playing Resident Evil 4 in VR, and there is going to be an entire playthrough of that coming very soon. I can't even believe how amazing it has been. But if this doesn't happen to convince you, and this $700 price tag without a disk drive doesn't happen to convince you, I mean, think about it. Now, you buy a PC, you could spend $700 and get a pretty high up there quality PC, great graphics card, great processor, and it'll have a disk drive, and you can play DVDs and whatever else it is that you want. I mean, if it doesn't happen to come with a Blu-ray drive, that's nothing but a little Amazon purchase. PCs are absolutely amazing, and if this hasn't convinced you, I don't know what will, and I'm sorry for who you are and your life. But goodness, definitely consider getting a PC and join the master race, and understand something as well, that if everyone happens to have a PC and nobody's buying consoles anymore, these companies can no longer make console exclusives. So that would be games like GTA 6 would need to be made for PC, like how they're trying not to. Yeah, fuck these game developers. These guys are crazy. But you guys have a good night. I hope this was informative and you were able to learn something. And goodness, I will catch you guys in the next video. And take it easy. Peace.